Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ma'am, and all of my friends. We are from Group 7, which consists of me, Khairun Nisa, and Ari Saputra. In this meeting, we will explain about Bea Meterai or stamp duty. The first is about legal basis of Bea Meterai or stamp duty. Number 1, based on the law number 13 of 1985 concerning stamp duty. Number 2, based on the government regulation number 24 of 2000 concerning the implementation of UUBM. Number 3, based on the Minister of Finance decision number 133 A, B, and C / KMK 4/2000. Number 4, based on the Director General of Tax decision number 122 A, B, C, and D /PG/2000 on May 1, 2000. Next is about definition of Bea Meterai. Stamp duty is tax on certain documents mentioned in Article 2 of the law stamp duty, which is used by the community in traffic law. How about the other definition? Document is a paper containing writing that contains the meaning and purpose of action, condition, or reality for a person and or interested parties. Next, stamp object. Stamp object is a stamp attached and stamp paper issued by the government of the Republic of Indonesia. Signature is signature as used including parab, pattern or signature cap or parab cap, application of name cap or other significance as a replacement for signatures. Next, post-dated stamp duty or pemateraian kemudian is a way payment of stamp duty performed by post officer at the request of the holder documents which sheets have not been paid as appropriately. Next is about object of stamp duty. Number 1, letters of agreement and other documents made with the aim of being used as a means of proof regarding actions, facts, or circumstances of a civil nature like power of attorney, grant letter, or statement letter. Number 2, notary deeds including their copies. Number 3, deeds drawn up by PAT including duplicates. Number 4, letter containing the amount of money, which mention the receipt of money, which states the bookkeeping of money or the deposit of money in an account at the bank, which contains notification of account balance at the bank, or which contains an acknowledgement that the money owned in the whole or in part has been paid off or accounted for. Number 5, securities such as money orders, promissory notes, acceptance. Number 6, effects with any name and in any form. Number 7, a collection of securities with the name and in any form stated in the collective letter. Number 8, document to be used as evidence in court, ordinary letters and household letters, or letters that were not originally subject to stamp duty based on their purpose, if they are used for others' purposes or used by other people, other than the original purpose. Next, how about rates of stamp duty? Based on the government regulation number 24 year 2000, stamp duty prices established 3,000 Indonesian rupiah and 6,000 Indonesian rupiah, valid from May 1, 2000. Next is about documents which is obtained by stamp duty at the price of 6,000 Indonesian rupiah. Number 1, letters of agreement and other document like power of attorney, grant letter, or statement letter, made with the aim of being used as a means of proof regarding action, facts, or circumstance of a civil nature. Number 2, notary deed including a copy. Number 3, deed made by PPAT including duplicates. Number 4, letter containing the amount of money that has a nominal price of more than 1 million rupiah or in a foreign currency with the same nominal amount, which mention the receipt of money, which states the bookkeeping of money or the deposit of money in an account at the bank, which contains notification of account balance at the bank, or which contains acknowledgement that the money debt has been fully or partially paid off or calculated. Number 5, securities such as money orders, promissory notes, acceptance that have a nominal value of more than 1 million Indonesian rupiah. Number 6, securities or group of securities in any name and in any form which has a nominal price of more than 1 million rupiah. Number 7, documents that will be used as evidence before the court, such as ordinary letters, household letters, and letters that were not originally subject to stamp duty. Next, document which is obtained by stamp duty at the price of 3,000 Indonesian rupiah. Number 1, letter containing the amount of money that has nominal price of more than 250,000 rupiah up to 1 million rupiah, which mentions received money, which states the bookkeeping of money or the deposit of money in an account at the bank, or which contains an account balance certification at the bank, or which contains an acknowledgement that the money debt has been fully or partially paid off or calculated. Number 2, securities such as money orders, promissory notes, acceptance that have nominal value of more than 250,000 rupiah up to 1 million rupiah. Number 3, securities or group of securities with any name and in any form which has a nominal price of up to 1 million rupiah. Number 4, checks and billet giro without a limit on the amount of the nominal price. Next, it's about documents which are not obtained by stamp duty. Number 1, letter containing the amount of money that has nominal value up to 250,000 rupiah, which mention receipt of money, which state the bookkeeping of money or the deposit of money in an account at the bank, which contains an account balance certification at the bank, or which contains as acknowledgement that the money debt has been fully or partially paid off or calculated. Number 2, securities such as money orders, promissory notes, acceptance that have nominal value up to 250,000 rupiah. Then documents which are not subject to stamp duty. Number 1, document in the following: letter of storage of goods, consumer, passenger and goods transport letter, transfer description written above the document as intended in figure 1, number 2, and number 3, proof for delivery and receipt of goods, letter of delivery of goods for sale to sender's responsibility, or other letters which can be combined with letters as intended in number 1 to number 6. Number 2, all forms of degree. Number 3, salary received, waiting money, retirement, advantage, and other payments that related to work relationships, and letters submitted for getting that payment. Number 4, sign of receipt of state money from state cash and local government cash. Number 5, receivables for all types of tax and for other acceptance that can be equivalent with that form the state cash, government cash, regional, and bank. Number 6, receipt of money made from organizational internal needs. Number 7, documents mentioning savings, paying savings to savers by banks, cooperatives, and agent other boards that are moving in the field. Number 8, line of law provided by the company general ownership. Number 9, profit share or interest from securities by name and in any form. Next, when the stamp duty is obtained. When the stamp duty is obtained by the following circumstance, like document made by one party. That stamp duty is obtained when the document is submitted and received by the party for whom the document is made. Next, document made by more than one party. At the time of completion of the stamp duty is covered with the signature of the applicant. Next, documents made abroad. The stamp duty is obtained at the time the document will be used in Indonesia. Next, about parties obtain stamp duty. Stamp duty obtained by receiving parties or benefits from the documents unless the parties determining otherwise. Document made partly state fees obtained by the party receiving the document, for example, receive. Then documents made by two parties, state fees obtained by each party, for example, letter of agreement under hand. And for notary deals, state fees obtained by parties that benefit from the deed. And how about how to repay stamp duty? There are two ways to repay stamp duty. There are with a stamp duty object like sticky stamp or stamp paper, and with other way appointed the Minister of Finance, like stamping machine, printing technology, or computerization system. Okay, for this slide, can explain by Andre.
Okay, so I will.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention, and we're sorry for any mistakes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I will explain the material from the how to repay stamp duty by using sticky stamp. So the first is the sticky stamp. The sticky stamp is glued completely intact and unbroken on the document that has stamp duty. After that, the sticky stamp is glued to the place where the signature is going to be put. Next, the marking of signatures with dates, months, and years is done with ink or things similar to it, so that some of the signatures were on paper and some of them on a sticky stamp. And the last, if more than one sticky stamp is used, the signature must be put some over all the sticky stamp and some on the paper. Next. Next, how to repay stamp duty with stamp paper. The first thing you need to do is stamp paper could be used for only one use, even if only used partly. Then stamp paper that is already used cannot be used anymore. And the last, if the contents of the documents that is subject to stamp duty is too long to be loaded entirely on the stamp paper that is used, then for the remaining contents, it could be used stamp paper. If the term of use and the way of payment of the stamp duty are not fulfilled, the concerned document is considered to not be stamped. And then procedure for obtaining permission for payment of stamp duty with stamping machine. First, the documents publishers should submit written permission to the head of the local tax service office by listing the type, brand, years of stamping machines that is asked user permissions. Two, attaching a statement letter regarding the average number of documents that have to be paid by the stamp duty every day. And the three, deposit in advance stamp duty minimum 15 million rupiah with SSP or surat setoran pajak or tax payment slips. And four, attaching a letter of appropriation of used on a stamping machine that is requested for permission. 5. The permission of stamping machine is published by head of local tax service office that valid for 2 years. And 6. Before using stamping machine, the deposit is filled in amount of the stamp duty fees paid in advance and installation of stamp machine sealed by the head of local tax service office. And the last, made use of the installation for this made use of the installation of the stamping machine for the first time use and use of the opening and installation seal for extension of stamping machine usage. And then procedure for obtaining permission for payment of duty stamp with printing technology. The payment of stamp duty with printing technology is just for check, billet giro, and effect. 1. The document publisher deposits stamp duty in advance to the state cash for the number of documents that have to be repaired. And number 2, the document publisher must submit a written application for a permission to the Director General of Taxes by entering the type of documents that have to be paid, their stamp duty, and the amount of stamp duty paid. And the 3, if the application for permission that proposed by document publisher that has been compatible, the director of taxes publishes permission letters of printing paid of stamp duty. And the last, if the implementation of the printing of the paid of stamp duty can only be done by Perum Peruri or Percetakan Uang Republik Indonesia, or in English, Money Printing of the Republic of Indonesia Public Enterprise. And then procedure for obtaining permission for payment of stamp duty with computerized system. Disclaimer, the payment of stamp duty by using computerized system only on documents in the form of letter that contains the amount of money with average of stamping of 100 documents every day. So the first, document publisher must submit a written application for permission to the Director of General of Taxes by including the type of documents and estimated average number of documents that will be paid. And the second, deposit in advance of stamp duty in estimated number of documents that have to be paid each monthly stamp duty. Next, the Director General of Taxes publishes a permission to repay stamp duty by putting a paid of stamp duty sign with a computerized system. If the document publisher application has been completed the requirements. And the last, permission from the Director General of Taxes, valid as long as the balance of stamp duty has been paid in advance till sufficient requirements of stamping for the next 1 month. Next. Post-dated stamp duty or permaterian kemudian is applied to 1. Document that will be used as a tool of evidence in advance of the court. And number 2, documents which stamp duty was not or less unpaid, plus with a fine of 200% of installed or unpaid stamp duty. And the last, document that is made abroad and will be used in Indonesia without a fine, which means if the documents are made abroad, stamped after use, subject to a fine of 200% of stamp duty that was not for less unpaid. Next. Stamp duty for the document that made outside Indonesia, and then document that made abroad then when being used in Indonesia, and the last should be paid its stamp duty by post-dated duty stamp. Pemotongan kemudian. The administrative fines. First, documents which is obtained by stamp duty, but the stamp duty is not for less paid, as should be subjected to fine 200% of stamp duty which do not for less paid. And the second, have to repay stamp duty that owed. Next is the fine done by post-dated duty stamp. So this is the special conditions. It has government officers, judges, clerks, bailiffs, notaries, and other general officers, each in his duties and positions, are not allowed to accept, consider, or keeping document which stamp duty is not or less paid, and attaching document which its stamp duty are not or less paid at the rate in other related documents, and make copies, duplicates, or explanation of document which its stamp duty is not or less paid. And the last, providing information or notes on documents which it's not or unpaid in accordance with the stamp duty based on Article 1 or Ayat 1. Violations of these provisions subject to administrative sanctions in accordance with the applicable law, Article 2, Ayat 2. Next. So the expires of stamp duty will obligation to fulfill the stamp duty and administrative fines according to the stamp duty of law, and then expire after past of 5 years, and then since the date of documents was made. So there are the criminal provisions in stamp duty, crimes with the provisions in the KUHP. First, copying or faking the sticky stamp paper, or imitate and forgive any signatures necessary to the stamp duty. And second, hiding materials or tools that used to do crimes for imitating and faking stamp duty. And then design using, selling, offering, delivering, providing for sale, or imported into the country of Indonesia, which mark, chop, signature, legative, identifications, or times of use has been removed, as or though the other was looking for the legalized sample. And the last, keeping material or tools now used, keeping, and in the last, keeping materials or tools known used to complete one of the crimes of imitation and forgiveness of sales. Next. So anyone who kindly uses another method of payment of such duty on document without permission of the Minister of Finance will be crimed with prison for 7 years. Criminal action.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for your attention, and we're sorry for any mistakes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.